Let's talk some rugby business, y'all. Let's talk some rugby business. I always talk about being able to develop on the HBC Rugby Classic. This is always an endeavor every year that takes you down to the wire. Even right now, we are still picking up our steam. We have things on set up to go, but my goodness, when I tell you this is going to come down to the last day, it comes down to the last day. But the most important thing that I've learned from doing the classic and continuing to build GiftTime Media and GiftTime Rugby is to make sure to know who I am with this, or know who I'm trying to focus on, but really know who I am with this. One thing that we've always had a problem with in rugby is shouting it out. As I talked about in the story about South Africa Sharks owner, you need to have people, you need to have a voice. You need to be able to talk up for what's yours. So as an administration, if you're an organization, as a player, if you're an organization, you need to make sure that you are making your identity loud and clear to the public masses, because nobody is assuming, especially in this day and age when we have so much content that we have to fight against, we cannot afford to be humble or silent. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be braggadocious. Like, there's a difference where it becomes not even the line between arrogant and confident. I always hate that concept. But it's the line between speaking past what you want your purpose to be and actually just talking up to make sure you're aware. I say this like we need to double down on the identity. Double down. If your organization, double down. I've gotten to a point now where I try and make sure that I'm always rocking something rugby. I'm talking rugby. I am a rugby marketer. I'm a rugby promoter. I am an event coordinator. I really do this. I consult this. This is what we do, and not be quiet about it. I think a long time the tradition has been in anything rugby, and I'm not even just talking about as the game, but even as administrators and players, like the old tradition has always been to keep your head down because someone's going to try and chop it off. But I'm saying now, kill that. It doesn't work in 2023. It's not going to work again for many, many years. You need to talk loud. You need to talk about your stuff. Talk your ish about who you are and what you do. If you are a rugby team and you know who you are, then you need to talk it. Make sure you know who you are. That's how you talk your ish. If you are in Iowa in the middle of BF nowhere, you need to talk about how in the middle of nowhere you are, but dang, you guys have the room and the pride to be able to celebrate that and use that in your rugby and use that in how you articulate, how you bring in your recruits, and how you talk to your audience, your supporters, your financiers, everybody. But it's bringing that attitude, and you know exactly where you're coming from, because it'll make life way easier. It can't just be, oh, we are a camaraderie team. We are we uphold the rugby values. That's not who you are. That's what you do. You need to talk about who you are. I'll use the example for me. Gift Time Rugby, Gift Time Media, HBC, everything under the Gift Time Media brand is always going to be, we are some funny, braggadocious, talk that ish, unapologetically cultured rugby people. All right? That's what we do. And I will always push that realm. If you don't like it, cool. At least I hope you don't like it for the reasons that I'm giving it to you, as opposed to something that's made up out of nowhere. But when I identified this is what it's about, hey, we're gonna travel. That's what we do. We're going to talk about that money. What we do, but that's part of our cultured talk that ish. Be up in your face about that rugby. Love working with the people, but hey, if you're not with us, you can step to the side, because we're gonna break through one way or another. It's relieving, and it'll make life so much easier the way that you go about your rugby moving forward. So, want you guys to make sure you remember that, and of course, please go ahead, check out gifttimemedia.com and hit us up for a consultation if you have any questions or any needs for it. Of course, we're going to start putting out some articles out so that you can have the information ready for you and that you can have those reminders, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
For a while I lost my smile, but they still couldn't steal my style. Now they never gonna bring me down.